your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stop it, crime for all of us.
No, let's say thank you so much to our sponsors, Crime Stopper Liberia, Exodus Best Price Store, and Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. Good morning. Welcome to the September 15, 2025 edition of the program from the Print News on Freedom FM 87.9. Today, Monday. My name is Wendell Nimne, and I'm here with Esther Daco. Esther, good morning.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to the good people of Liberia. Today is Monday. It's good to be here again. And I'm glad that I'm able to share some of the stories that we have from our local dailies.
Okay, thank you very much. And so today we will run you through the online versions of Front Page Africa and Esther, what we have there, the Daily Observer.
Daily Observer online.
Okay. So let's begin with some of the trending stories here this morning from the Front Page Africa online version. And let's take this story. This is going to be our first story. Top story, as it says, Gafouin, Pierre Yumaling, among 28 Unity Party officials suspended and fined with US 1,000 each. Yeah. The ruling Unity Party has suspended 28 senior members of its National Executive Committee, NEC, including sitting and former lawmakers, high-profile legal professionals, and prominent political figures for what the party described as gross negligence and consistent failure to perform their duties. The sweeping disciplinary action was announced following a special sitting of the NEC held on September 13, 2025. The meeting, according to the party's leadership, was convened to address the persistent absenteeism and lack of participation in party activities by several NEC members despite multiple warnings. In a statement issued to the public, Lassana Poawane Fofana, National Assistant Secretary General for Press, Publicity and Outreach, said the suspensions are in line with the Unity Party's constitution and reflect the leadership's commitment to accountability, discipline, and internal reform. The suspended members have been fined 1,000 United States dollars each, which must be paid to the party's account within 1 month. Proof of payment must be presented at the next NEC sitting. According to the party, any member who fails to meet the terms of the suspension risks expulsion from the committee as outlined in Articles 16.4 and 19 of the Unity Party's constitution, the party said. According to the party, this firm action is intended to reinvigorate discipline within the institution and ensure that those holding executive positions contribute meaningfully to the growth and activities of the Unity Party. So please check my live. I don't know, people, you're working, that's the time they will call you. Oh, they will be calling you. You can't answer. I don't know why human being not sensitive at all. Oh, Lord. The list of suspended officials includes several political heavyweights, such as Senator Nyan D. Twine Jr. of Nima County, former party chairman Wilmer J. M. Pay, Finance Minister Augustine K. Gafouin, Health Minister Dr. Luis Poto, Information Minister Geraldine Pia, and former Representative Josephine George Francis and Francis S. Umaline, Internal Affairs Minister, among others. Others suspended include Councillor Bushiben M. Keita, legal advisor to the President, Councillor Augustine Fayaz, Solicitor General of Liberia, Anthony Kula B. Fofana, Presidential Press Secretary, Madam Madeline Dagoze, Minister of Commerce, S. Tonola Vapela, former Senator, Harrison Okai, and Julius Keseli, among others. Each of them faces a 1-month suspension coupled with the 1,000 fine. The Unity Party did not stop at suspensions. The special sitting also called on all delinquent due payment paying members to settle their outstanding dues within 1 month. According to the party, its operation and effectiveness are heavily dependent on contributions from its partisans. The story continues. Those who fail to comply within the specified time risks further penalties consistent with the party's internal rules. While reactions to the mass suspension have been swift, public opinion appears divided. Some supporters have praised the leadership for taking a bold stand against internal discipline and absenteeism. One supporter, speaking on the condition of anonymity, said the decision was long overdue, stating that too many individuals have been using the party for personal gain without any real contribution. Others, however, questioned the timing and motive behind the suspensions. Critics argued that the move may cause further internal divisions and alienate key political figures who still command influence in their constituencies. One political observer said the decision, while lawful, could have far-reaching political implications for the Unity Party if not handled with care. All right, I think we can leave it there. So, folks, that's it. Serious fine and suspension. But let's move to more stories. We are on the online version of Front Page Africa newspaper. And let's get to more stories. Let's bring you more stories from the online version. This story would do. Okay, this one. Let's get to this story. Okay, it says, Front Page Africa slams Pia for assaulting reporter in Nimba, demands return of confiscated phone. Oh, Jeremy Pia now taking reporter and phone. You know, small information minister. Play a reach now. Saniquela Nima County Front Page Africa has condemned Information Minister Geraldine Pia for allegedly assaulting its Nima County correspondent, D. Franklin Dolokwe, and confiscating his phone during the press engagement at Superintendent Kou Mapes Gono's compound on Saturday. The incident occurred while Dolokwe and other journalists were interviewing Minister Pia. According to Dolokwe, the confrontation began after he asked about the absence of the Vice President Jeremiah Kuhn, who had been expected at the ceremony but failed to attend. The question reportedly angered Minister Pierre, who then demanded the reporter delete photos and videos recorded during the interview. In an audio recording obtained by Front Page Africa, the minister can be heard ordering Dolokwe to erase every photo and video from his phone. When the reporter refused, Pierre seized the device and personally deleted several files. As of the time of publication, the confiscated phone had not been returned. Front Page Africa editor Gerard C. Konyen condemned Minister Pierre's actions, calling them an abuse of power and a violation of press freedom. The minister of all people, should know better. It is not his place to demand that a journalist delete materials from his gadget. He acted beyond his bounds. It is an abuse of power, and it sends out a bad image of the government. Koinian said, "We are only demanding that he return our reporter's phone and not repeat such shameful behavior." Saturday's town hall was the second held by the Unity Party-led government to update citizens on its work since taking office in January 2024. Several senior officials attended, outlining progress in their respective ministries and agencies. The event was heavily promoted, with flyers displaying the photos of Vice President Kuhn, Minister Pierre, and Nima County Superintendent Kou Mipie Gono. However, Vice President Kuhn failed to attend, and officials gave no explanation for his absence, a development that prompted Dolokui's question during the interview. All right, so I think we'll stop here because of time. We'll leave the story right there and take maybe one more story from Front Page Africa. Then we send controls to Esther to bring us the Daily Observer newspaper. So let's take one more story from here, and then Esther is going to do the rest for us. So this story would do. Okay, let's get to this story. And it says, as one of a major breakthrough in the fight against illicit drugs, Inspector Patrick Kamuzu of the Liberia Drug Enforcement Agency has led a successful operations that resulted into the seizure of a large consignment of tramadol and kush from one of the most notorious and active ghettos located along the 72nd Boulevard Road in Painesville, outside Monrovia. During the operation, LDA officers arrested at least 2 suspected drug dealers and took several drug users into custody. All individuals are currently being held by the LDA as investigations continue. The raid, which was conducted following intelligence gathering and surveillance, targeted what authorities have described as a major distribution hub for synthetic opium and narcotics within the Monserrato area. Inspector Kamuzu, speaking briefly after the operation, stated that the LDA remains committed to dismantling drug networks and protecting communities from the growing threat of substance abuse. The LDA will release a full statement with details of this operation, quantities of drugs seized, and charges pending against the suspects. This latest operation comes amid increased national concern over the rise in kush abuse, a synthetic drug with highly destructive effects, particularly among Liberian youth. Well, folks, I think that's where we can stop from the online version of Front Page Africa newspaper. Let's now send controls to Esther to bring us the continuation of the dailies with the Daily Observer newspaper. Esther?
Yeah, thank you, Wendell. And so on the Daily Observer online version here, the top story says Liberia among closest allies of Israel in Africa. Liberia among closest allies of Israel in Africa. And I want to see some lines from here. What does it mean? What does it mean for the country? Liberia continues to strengthen its historic and strategic ties with Israel. According to His Excellency Rob Kalat, ambassador of the State of Israel to Ghana, Liberia and Sierra Leone during his first working visit to Monrovia since presenting his credentials nearly a year ago. And among the 54 countries, African states, I think Liberia is definitely in the top of the list. I mean, not the top, but definitely is part of the small group of states which are really very open and enjoy a very good dialogue with Israel. Liberia was always there and Liberia will stay there, he added. Speaking to media uh, at a media briefing following his visit, Ambassador Gallard described Liberia as being certainly on the upper echelon of the level, depth, and quality of relations with Israel among the 54 African states. The ambassador, who met with key cabinet ministers, including those of foreign affairs, education, defense, and agriculture, emphasized the Liberia's long-standing friendship with Israel dates back to its crucial vote on November 29, 1947, which contributed to the establishment of the State of Israel. Every time I come over, I am taken aback by the strong support for Israel here, which lands on deep and enduring religious and historical ties, he said. Although he missed meeting President Joseph Boakai, Ambassador Gladder expressed satisfaction with the engagement he had with other ministers. It was a very good visit. I met the Lady Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Lady Minister of Education, and the Lady Minister of Defense. It's really something we can learn from you. Having so many women in the cabinet, he noted. Ambassador Galat highlighted agriculture as the millstone of Israel-Liberia cooperation with the Minister of Agriculture. We discussed the growing partnership in agriculture, which we consider to be the pillar of our bilateral relationship. Agriculture was, is, and will continue to be the main anchor of cooperation between our countries, he said. But let's leave it there. This story we have here was posted a couple of, let's say, 5 hours ago. It says, "Go build the new Liberia," and it's right here. Go build the new Liberia, and we see the photograph of the political leader of ANC, Alexander Benedict Cummings, right here. We're gonna take some lines from it. The founder and chief executive officer of the Alexander B. Cummings Modern Science and Technology School, Mr. Alexander B. Cummings delivered a rousing charge to the luminaries class of 2025, urging them to embrace lifelong learning, courage, and innovation as they step boldly into the future. Speaking at the school's fourth commencement celebration, Mr. Cummings told the 25 graduates that their high school diplomas should not only be seen as a finish line, but as a passport to an even greater adventure. Graduates, today you stand at the top of a very important hill. You have completed the journey of high school, but I want to tell you a secret. This is not the finish line. This is just the starting point of your next great adventure, he said to applause. But we're gonna leave you here. Let's look at more stories this morning. We have a lot. We have ensuring scrupulous management of NEMA SDF. This is also right here. You can grab a copy or just go to the online version of the Daily Observer. Liberia Petroleum Terminal owners call for immediate action. Liberia Petroleum Terminal owners. Who is the owner? But let's take some lines. Let's take some lines from the story. Liberia Petroleum Terminal owners call for immediate action. It says Liberia's petroleum industry has been plugged into a crisis following the release of the September 2025 petroleum pricing circular, which private terminal owners say could bankrupt their businesses and wipe out more than 300 million in investment. Whoa. Let's see. It says in an unified stance, terminal owners are calling on the government to take immediate corrective action, warning that the policy not only jeopardizes their survival but also risks destabilizing the nation's energy security and investor confidence. The circular has drastically reduced the storage fee from 0.35 per gallon to zero point 0.5 per gallon, representing an 86% cut, which the measure was intended to reduce pump prices for customers or consumers. Industry stakeholders insist it has instead increased local fees by 0.07% or per gallon, sorry, 0.07 per gallon, contradicting its stated purpose. This is not just unfair, it is unworkable. A terminal owner said no operation can sustain operation service debt and pay owners at this rate. It will drive companies into insolvency. Over the last decade, Liberia petroleum terminal owners have collectively invested over 300 million in port facilities, depots, fueling stations, and transportation infrastructure across Liberia. Much of this was financed through the loans from reputable international and local banks. These loan owners are explained were approved based on a government's pricing formula, which included storage fees and financing costs. By suddenly removing these critical components, the new policy places them in a direct default risk with creditors. If this circular is not reversed, banks will begin recalling loans, and the Liberian owned companies will be the first to collapse, warned another operator. That would mean job losses, other infrastructure, and a weakened supply chain. Another major concern is the removal of financing costs from the pricing formula. In Liberia, where interest rates and borrowing costs are among the highest in West Africa, this exclusion is seen as a fatal blow. Commodity trading anywhere in the world requires financing. One stakeholder explained removing financing costs is commercially unrealistic and it makes operations impossible. This alone could push companies out of the market. Terminal owners also raised alarms over what they describe as a system conflict of interest created by the Liberia Petroleum Refining Company's dual role as both regulator and competitor. But we will leave you here. Let's run up two more stories. Liberia Registry sets global standard with 9 innovation approvers. So that's good. And I think so far, okay, we have this one. LRA cleans house while recording strong revenue growth. LRA cleans house while recording strong revenue growth. Okay, we'll take some lines. It says, in a decisive move to safeguard national revenue and reinforce institutional integrity, the Liberia Revenue Authority has determined 46 employees involved in fraudulent activities, even as the authority reports robust growth in domestic revenue for 2025. Commissioner General Dobo Jala made the announcement during a regular press briefing at the Ministry of Information, Culture, and Tourism. After several months of investigation and the exhaustion of all administrative processes, management will be terminating the employment of 46 staff of the LRA. This is by no means an easy step, but it is unavoidable in protecting the authority and safeguarding the national revenue. These employees were found to have engaged in unwholesome practices amounting to grave misconduct, leaving us with no alternative but to part ways with them, Commissioner General Jala said. The dismissed employees were implicated in abusing a temporary medical reimbursement system that had been introduced in 2024 during a government transition period where it were intended to assist staff with genuine medical needs. Some employees colluded with outside individuals to submit fake receipts for reimbursement. These actions violated the LRA's personal code of ethics, disciplinary guide, and human resource management policy, which strictly prohibits theft, fraud, embezzlement, and or misappropriation of authority funds and property. Fraudulent conduct has no place in this institution, Jala emphasized, urging remaining staff to recommit to the LRA's core values of service, teamwork, integrity, and commitment. The staff dismissals coincide with impressive revenue collection trends. Over the past 11 years, Liberia's domestic revenue increased from US 463.8 million in 2014 to US 699.7 million in 2024, reflecting steady improvement in fiscal management and compliance. Looking ahead, the LRA has been taxed with a total revenue target of US 880.6 million for 2025, including US 804.6 million in domestic revenue, a 15% increase over the 2024 outrun as of September 8, 2025. The authority had already collected US 562.1 million, representing 70% of the domestic revenue target, indicating strong moratorium towards meeting full year objective. We're gonna leave you there. Let's have more stories this morning. Oh, I think this is our final. That's our final story from the Daily Observer. Winter, it's over to you.
Thank you very much, Esther. And so, folks, those are all the stories we've got to share with you on this edition of the program from the Print News. It is about time that we go and get word from our sponsor. But while we are in the process of doing that, we advise that you keep playing the Win Liberia cash giveaway.
All right.
Today is going big time, right? So Esther is going to give you the update, and you can follow.
So the code remains the same: *255*1#. That is the code, and it's $50 Liberian. When the other good thing about 50 is a little. So when you're playing, at least you play about 5, 6, 7, 8 times, 10 times. You can play even more than 10 times. It helps you stand a better chance of becoming one of our winners. So when we come back from the break, we will start to do our draws. So I hope you're playing. I hope you're not waiting for us to compete here and come back to you. So while you are playing, when we come back, we'll do our draw and call our first winner. So keep your transactions coming in. *255*1#. That's the code.
All right. So you're playing with $50 Liberian, or it's equivalent in US 25 cents.
25 cents, right.
So whenever you play the Win Liberia cash giveaway, this is what going to happen for you. Up to the 30th of this month is going to be the Win Liberia in collaboration with Freedom 87.9 Back to School Bonanza. Every time you play it, trust me, your number is into the draw. The grand prize is $100,000 scholarship fund. The silver prize is $25,000 semester fund, and the third prize is $5,000 and $10,000 cash prizes, transportation fund. So that's it. Every time you play, you stand a better chance to win. All right, let's take our break and be right back.
It's about music. There are crowds in many places, in every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the real authority. Tell it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see you must talk it. I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Sion.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, let's stopping crimes for all of us.
Robbie, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Grove Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exodus Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Flu Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Come on, so go into 24.
I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to serve the search of vigilante-side justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death. And we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
Oh, yes, folks, let's say a big thank you to Crime Stopper Liberia. Right, so we that's the tip that we're gonna be playing most of the time. You know, we gotta stand up against mob violence in our community. So says Crime Stopper Liberia. The people bringing safety to our door, not to Wendell alone, not to Esther, not to Old Man Sam Sion or Chris, that poor door alone. Say, bringing safety to our doors, all of us in this country. All right, so thank you very much. Let's once again take this from Old Man Sam Sion, and when we come back, we have with us our USA partner, Gus Korma. So let's hear this.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to serve the search of vigilante-side justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death. And we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
Folks, welcome back to the program from the Pre News, and we brought you a lot of trending stories happening in this country. And so we'll take a pause now, send controls to Gus. I'll give him a few minutes to speak on some of the issues we brought you this morning, and then from there, Esther and I can chip in and we go to the phone line. So, Gus, good morning and welcome.
Wendell, good morning. Esther, good morning. This is Gus Corma. Glad to be here. First of all, I missed most of the stories I was running this morning, but I want to thank Esther and you guys for always holding down the fork. The work we started, we continue to do it, not because of anything, but just the people that listen to us, the regular people that don't have any means to do anything but spend some time here with us and get somewhat of a news that pertains to them. So I'd like you guys to pick a story. Maybe I'll elaborate on it. So I missed most of the stories, but I know what's going on in the country somewhat. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Gus. And Esther, actually, what caught my attention this morning, has to do with the attack on the journalist by the information minister. All right, we read from the front page Africa, and according to what we read, there is an audio within the possession of the front page Africa, where the Minister of Information is asking the journalists to delete videos and photos that were taken, from the program they went to attend in Nimba. And fairly on the part of the journalist, his phone was taken away from him. His phone was taken away from him, and the minister himself, according to the information, deleted those audios and videos.
For what purpose?
So I don't know. I call this power drunk, because the minister of all persons should be the last, the minister of information, the mouthpiece of this government, to disrespect a journalist in that form and manner. I call that, abuse of power. This is the same man who we just read in the same front page Africa about suspension from the National Executive Committee of the Unity Party, and $1,000 fine was imposed on him, for not doing his job. And, that's what it said, for not doing his job. And this is a clear, I don't know what I'm getting tongue twisted this morning, but, this act by the minister is so sad. Yes, sir.
The radio is grinding bad. You need to fix it. Go ahead. Yeah,
okay, let's see. We will make some adjustment. I hope it's getting better. We are not technicians. We are just broadcasters. So I hope our guys will come in and do their job. But let me take this call quickly. Okay. All right. It's just been confirmed that the radio is cleared. I don't know, Gus. I think you need to check your system because we're getting information that we are sounding very clear from the big man himself, Oman Sam Sion. So Esther, you see, people like us, we will not go on that kind of program to go do a piece of job and Minister Pierre will request my phone. Maybe you would just use security then to come and attack me because Pierre knows that I will not go on such a program to do a piece of job. While according to the information, the vice president was supposed to be in attendance, but he didn't show up. So the journalist concern was, but we saw all the flyers. The vice president was supposed to be in attendance. So, Mr. Minister, where is the vice president? T'as la question de meilleur vert?
So what was his response? Did he respond to the journalist in question? Did he respond to the journalist in question, or he just took the phone right away when the guy asked the question? Because it's funny to me. You cannot be serving in such a capacity when you get anger issue.
Yeah.
Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense.
Just look.
You
they-
are asked a question. Your duty is to answer the question. You invited the journalists in there.
Yeah.
It wasn't in your house that they went to.
Mhm.
You invited them to
Mhm.
come. And so when they're there, they will ask the necessary questions.
And-
So if they ask you the hard question, your duty was to answer, or either tell him you're not making comment on that.
Okay, simple. So
You have the right.
you
though.
are the Minister of Information. You serve as the mouthpiece for the government. So when the vice president is supposed to be somewhere and, all of a sudden he didn't show up, it is your responsibility to keep the public informed that because of XYZ, that's why the vice president couldn't be in attendance. But man, Mr. Minister, where is the vice president? He was supposed to be here. Oh no, the vice president had some urgent engagement that couldn't allow him to be here. Just say something to the journalist. But to request his phone to delete audios and videos, I think that was abuse of power. Jerry Limick. The guys, I don't understand this country. I really don't understand. The abuse of power is so much in this country. Look, the NEC, the National Executive Committee of the Unity Party, the people call for meeting, and most of the guys that were suspended are delinquent members, including the Minister of Information, the Minister of Finance and Development Planning, the Minister of Internal Affairs, the press secretary to the president, Kula Fofana. All of them were suspended and fined $1,000 each by the National Executive Committee, because when they call for meeting, they don't go to the meeting. They're not contributing anything. They're not even doing their jobs according to what we read. Yeah, they are not only staying away from meeting, but they are not also doing their jobs. So they were given 1 month suspension
from the party,
not from the party, from the National Executive Committee of the party. All right, because when the people call for executive member meeting, they don't show up. The big boss, not the minister. Jeremy Pierre, the minister, he enjoys the confidence of the president.
Exactly.
So when they call for Gaffwan, he's another big boy. $2.8 million, it gone in thin air. Nothing. In other countries, look, you see the kids currently at the Ministry of Youth and Sports.
Right, that's what I wanted to come to.
Yeah, okay, before. The case is still at the Ministry of Youth and Sports. It's alleged that the Deputy Minister for Youth Development, who is a personal friend of mine, J. Brian McGill, allegedly raped a 14-year-old girl whose father works for the entity as Deputy Chief of Security. But one good thing he did, all right, it has to be proven that, yes, the act was committed, right?
Yeah.
So for now, we will use the word the big English people can say alleged. So the good thing he did, he wrote the president asking the president for a leave of absence to go into the case. So you see, the reason I mentioned this is because Gaffwan, $2.8 million unaccounted for at the Ministry of Finance. In some other serious countries, Gaffwan Banan should step aside, go through an investigation and XYZ. But our country is different. Our country is just different. When you are big man, you steal, they call it embezzlement. When you small man, you steal, they say you roll. But the BB men, look, you can see that the people stealing in the country, the corruption is everywhere in our country, Esther. So that Minister of Information who disrespected, the journalists, I hope that the press union of Liberia, that is headed by one of Liberia's finest, Julius, to see reason to intervene into this battle, because Jeremy Player, he's not above the law.
No, nobody is.
All right, he's not above the law. You cannot disrespect a journalist. He did not go there on his own. He went to cover the program. So taking his phone and deleting his personal videos and why would you want to do that? That's abuse of power. I'm supposed to go somewhere, I do my work, then Jeremy Pia come to me one day and say, give me your phone. He know he would not even do it in the first place. So the guys, they're just abusing power.
Right.
They use their security to attack people, beat on people. So, I mean, that's the country we find ourselves,
Exactly.
Esther.
And just like you said, Windsor, nobody is above the law. I just want to come to the issue of this deputy minister thing.
Mhm.
When there are rape case in this country, we know that it's a non-biddable case. First of all, when people carry on the act of rape, or it is alleged, when there are in most cases, these people can be jailed while investigation is going on.
Mhm.
Now we see that this deputy minister still passing around. He still got a phone to be sending people messages, threatening them, and all of that. While the child who has been tampered with, is there with the parents hoping that they can get justice. I feel that what's happening right now is not okay. There are a lot of people that have been arrested for rape. There was no investigation much done.
Mhm.
People attested who were around, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I don't understand why this guy still have the privilege to be moving around with this particular case on him. Because according to the report, this was not his first time. The child was tampered with before, and according to according to the report, he bled the first time, and this was the second time that he did that to her. I stand to be corrected. It is alleged, Wendell. But then I don't understand why they're handling the case the way they're handling it. Because if somebody is accused of being raped, that person should be in the police custody until investigation is done. Why are they giving him special privilege? Why is he still out there, having access to his phone, that he's able to even call people around? Because I'm told he met with the father of the girl. Talking about he didn't do it. If he was the one that did it, he was going to give the man. I mean, it's really sad, Wendell, that justice is not for everybody. Justice is for, people who, are in higher ups. So if you are nobody, if you're nothing in the society, somebody can just do anything to you and go scot-free, or be passing around free, while others who have not even been investigated are behind bars today for crimes, that people say they did. But this is Liberia for us. Everybody got power, and that's it.
Esther, I mean, just look at this video. This country, I mean, this word is something else, man. What? Jesus Christ, this word. But folks, that's it. Let's go to the lines and take few calls. What the minister did is condemnable. All right, there is no way we can polish that. That is abuse of power. Going after the journalist, taking the journalist's phone. Similar thing Speaker Cohn did. With one of the journalists at the Capitol, where his phone was damaged. You cannot be you can't be doing this kind of thing there. Your BB people there, you should have line. You gotta have your line with these journalists. Pierre, you as the Minister of Information, man, you should be the last person to do search. You should be the very last person to do search. So this act by you is condemnable. There is no way we can polish it in favor of you, because your action to the journalist was not called for at all. So let's hear from our people. Let's hear from our people. Call in and make your contribution. I think we have Gus back. I think Aliyu is back.
Aliyu on now. You were saying on.
Okay, Aliyu is most of the time now on Mondays. So I don't know what brought him in today. Aliyu, good morning and welcome. It's past midday. Well, let's hear from you.
Yes, good afternoon to your end. Good morning to my end, Esther, Mr. Nimne Librarian. I'm okay. How you guys doing?
We're good. Oh. What didn't bring you here today? Because most of the time you can't be here on Monday. What's your story?
I'm just passing by.
All right. So you listened to the story we read about the Minister of Information, taking away the journalist's phone, deleting videos and audios from his phone, because the journalist asked the minister a simple question. You people posted flyers all over that the vice president was going to be in the meeting, but we didn't see the vice president. So, Mr. Minister, you care to speak to that? Jeremy Pia got vexed. He told the man phone and deleted videos and audios from his phone.
Yeah, Mr. Nimne, just as you said, Richie Kun did the same thing, not take you from out of it. So Jeremy Piato want to do the same thing. This is a lawless government. Everybody go ahead and do what they want to do, and nobody there to checkmate them. These people claim to be the more responsible government, the high children government in the country, but they continue to prove to the Liberian people how irresponsible they are, that there is no control over them. Everybody can just do what you want to do. And this is the time we want to see what the president going to do. I think the press secretary, you people, all the media institutions, I think you'll get your own president. We're going to see his involvement into this matter, because the attitude of Jeremy Pia is being very reckless and irresponsible. As his position, he shouldn't have done that. And he's supposed to even be there when other people are doing it, to stop them from doing it, because it shows no good sound for the country or even the government. You can't be there as information minister, taking your journalist phone from him, deleting audios or videos and messages from his phone. You can't do that. That is personal phone. Maybe if you think you get the power, you can stay there. You call your security. Oh, yes, let your phone be with him. Go through your phone. I want you to take this from there. I want you to take this from there. I think you could have done that instead of taking his phone from him. You had no power to do that. You see, if you want to cover a story and you don't want that story to go in the public, yeah, you can stay right there and say, oh, no, I don't want you to do this. But taking your phone from him, why, if he had other personal issue that he would tell you, say, oh, yes, I have this document, and he deleted them from my phone. Why will you say when he take you to law? Because this is a lawless government, everybody go ahead. You people have everything under your control, and there will be nothing that will come out of it. But that was being very reckless and irresponsible. These are some of the things. These people will sit in America here, they will not work, will only go back to Liberia to work, because you don't try this nonsense here. This is where Liberia is the only place they can survive. They can survive within the American society. These are some of the reasons. When it comes to this alleged rape case that is going on with the Minister of the Ministry of Youth and Sport, these things are not good for our country. When you are a government official, you rape, you will be passing with your hands in your pocket while the case is ongoing. Other people today, just allegation, they are still behind bars while these cases are ongoing. So this government had to set precedent. The same thing with Numa Day. There was a rape allegation on him. Today, we didn't see him being investigated. We don't even know how that went. Today, he's passing around doing his work as a minister. This is another deputy minister writing the president, asking for leave so the case can be going on. By the way, you should have been behind bar too, just as other people are. But everything about this government is being done selectively, which is not good. You should be able to set precedent. Other minister, director may go and do the same thing tomorrow. At the end of the day, they know they won't be behind bar. They will be sitting to their home resting while the case is ongoing. I don't think this is something for a responsible government as they claim to be. They are not responsible, but very, very irresponsible and reckless. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Esther. Let's take a few calls and then we go from here. Y'all keep playing the Win Liberia Cash giveaway. Don't stop playing. Esther is coming back, at 12:30 to pay out
Hello?
to you. Yeah. Aliyu.
Can you hear us?
It's like you guys are muted, no sound.
Oh, wow. I don't know, but everything here is okay. I don't know. We're just hearing you and you're not hearing us again. Oh, my God. Let's see. Okay, Aliyu, maybe you can go off and come back. But let's take this person. Hello?
Yeah, how are you? Winya, how you doing?
I'm fine, Edmund. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you in a minute.
Yeah, let me say hi to Esther Carlson. You know, my was not even supposed to ask the president for leave. It's the government, it's the president that's supposed to suspend Brian to prove to the world and to the Liberian people that he's ready to fight to suspend Brian. People like the Brian that will use his position to abuse political allegedly. So he asking the president for leave to go to the league. The president was to suspend it because that incident because they were owning it. He was using his colleague more allies and stuff to go to the guy to talk to him so that they can be able to drop. Because the family were not allowing that to happen when journalists start fighting the issue for the were able to come out to put out release and then up to president we're not getting any kind of concrete information from the government. Okay? So he passed it around, but one thing I can show you is that guy is a stuff that is over a hair, so he better try up to indicate himself. And you know, the guys are proving that they are very, very arrogant. They are arrogant. I don't know who are they angry with. If you are come here with the expectation of delivering and things not working the way it should, who should you blame? But that actual other guy, in my mind, Frank, those institutions that securing from Africa and also with okay ethic, I think they should encourage him to sue the Libya. That's the only way the guys will come to the realization that where they are working, they are being paid by the Liberian taxpayer. Man, you killing me? The guy said, delete it. And then he took the food, he's talking to your child. And that's why you go for the US? No, man. That is so embarrassing. So, look, I think landlady who is serving as the place secretary, that's why her name in that report, she should be taken by the minister and like the representative who said, so, you know, go out, let him take it, and carry a press secretary and bring Kula to father and the institution minister. I think she should be able to do because she tried her best. They didn't take a media. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. Welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Marquita from Oro, Kalalo, Chefoma community.
Okay, Marquita, welcome. Let's hear you. You have 1 minute. What you want to say about what we talk about? Go ahead.
Yeah. For Lima Pia, then they are responsible for all the stealing. But not be people pity people killing it. Because you say on the call, it will come up. What a lie about that it was responsible. One guy who exposing people. They lie around and let people to believe them. For all the things they do, and the work of God exposing it. And I know how the follower will take them to be. Little girl that they will just pray, they go help. Because we know a play Bella, and they were all around here wearing black, all the women around here wearing black for rape. And the rape now is going from door to door. In the minister office is there. You go to all over, is there. But they're not seeing it. But we pray that God will guide us. This is there.
Okay.
To be free from it.
Thank you, Ma.
In Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you, Marquita. Thanks for your contribution. Gus, you can call us back. Gus, help. We'll take your call. Let's talk to this person. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome. Your line is terrible, but let's see what we can manage for you. Go ahead. Hello? Oh, your line is bad. You have to call us back. Hello? Yes, good morning. Welcome to the show. Your name and where you join us from.
Yeah, my name is Daniel Saki, and I joined this afternoon.
Go ahead.
Yeah, to the issue about the information minister, you know, the person just claim that the government America, they get all the issues there, they are the most respectful, intelligent people, working like look at that kind of thing, carry on. Therefore, you say, to say, oh, who say, well, there's no common future, no common future. Even the polygon is still out in that studio there, they say, oh, the guy who calls the story, they take the pay of food to the so then you have to pay for how people who just there. Then you put that minister to the court and they see how them with a lot of things goes, or if you have got a case spent to the terrorist, and they need to put in the this morning.
Thank you, Daniel Saki. Let's talk to this person. Hello. Yeah, hello. Welcome. My man, your line, or I don't know. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is Benedict Zhao. We're going to call you from Central Monrovia.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man, it have to do with the Senior Lawyer Association. I can remember back then, we are regime. These people were all over the space here advocating for it. I think it's clearly being seen on this country, on the class system. There are certain group of people who think that they're most effective and better off than certain people. You know, these civil society group who been carrying the constitution on the real government to be silent on the kind of grave issues in our country is becoming scary. For me to see the budgeted income in the level of morality, standing along with the guy, I think for that moment I know straight the kilo going nowhere.
Okay.
But let us show that they have less than 4 or 5 years to go. They'll be prosecuted after this 4 or 5 years. Let them just know that. Thank you very much.
Okay. Gus, you have to call us back. I'm just laughing at what you just texted me. Let's talk to Gus Help. Welcome to the show, Gus.
Good afternoon, Wendell. Good afternoon to Esther and my namesake in the Saints and Prince, including all Liberians who are in tune this morning.
Welcome.
First thing, I strongly detest any attempt of any official of government, least to say the Minister of Information, attacking a journalist anywhere at any time. Why? It's simply because as the Minister of Information, he should know far better than any other person. He is the conduit through which the government's agenda a channel to reach to the different press or operators in the country, and he cannot be the one in the forefront of attacking them. Secondly, this issue about our good friend Brian McGill, it is first a very sad occurrence, I must admit, for me, and these are things that could happen to anybody, even though it's not called for. But I think he's been given preferential treatment.
Okay.
If anyone who is not a high-profile person was caught in the web of how you call it rape, that person will not be walking around town.
Yeah.
So let's justice be done to all men. If he's innocent, like the other alleged or how you call it culprits, they are always held in jail until they can vindicate themselves. But looking at him being around, it sends a wrong signal. That is because he's aligned with the government. That's the reason why he's been given such treatment.
Okay.
And these are things that also cause people to continue perpetrating these kinds of acts.
So true.
Because I feel I'm connected and I can be protected in the event where I was found wanting. So I don't care. But what happens to the least man down there?
Okay.
So let justice be done to all men.
Okay.
It's a very unfortunate situation. I empathize with him. I empathize with the victim. But at the same time, let justice be done.
Thank you. Thank you, Gus. Thank you for your contribution. That's the voice of God's help. Let's talk to this caller on the WhatsApp. Good afternoon.
Okay, when the high John, this is Tom calling.
Tom, I'm good. It's good having you this afternoon from your end there. Let's hear your contribution, Tom.
Okay, I want to speak to the issues of the Ministry of Finance, that 2.7 million.
Mm-hmm.
When they will work at the Ministry of Finance, and then the thing about Liberian people, they don't get mark government and government officials. This man was in a position before, and because of $9 million, they went in deeper. This is why you were removed from the Ministry of Finance for yourself. When that thing happened, Ellen defended him and said it was
procedural error. Yeah.
And by the time she used procedural error, the man, I put my head on a chopping board, the man he won, and he went scot free. I'll tell you when I went to a farmer. So man, when they read it, for that 2.5 million, they go beyond. They go be almost 10 to 3 million. So what they do when they read it for the condemned stuff, they will not process voucher. They will just do letter payment. They will do letter payment. It is found that the Controller General is in their not in their interest. They will empower the Deputy Controller for cash management. If some of them will even leave the Deputy Controller for cash management and deal with the foreign foreign service or director. They just do that letter, they sign the code, something on it. That person will get the minister sign it, went to the bank, they will get that money out. So that thing is being an old custom stuff in the Ministry of Finance. Anytime the government wants money, that has projected, they get money and do letter payment. It can be 100 million, it can be any amount to get it out.
Wow.
So what happening in the Ministry of Finance? So what happening? I stand by who work there, that's what they do.
Okay.
So that 1.8 million will be more when you dig, it will be more than that.
Okay.
That's what it's used to steal money. Then the issue of these men are really difficult to work. I remember when those guys, damage CDC airport, the president came from a trip. When the journalists were interviewing him, he said the law is the law.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he said, it's law to be the law.
Yeah.
Your cabinet minister, your nephew, President Newman, posted during the election when he authorized the voter to kill 2 civilians in Korea, and he posted the football that why the people rewarded him and made him represent the cabinet minister. He didn't stop it. He really is still enjoying the confidence of the president. So there's no justice for the poor in Liberia. That is a law that you say against certain people, or you don't go against them. So thank you for
Thank you, Tom. Tom, I have this information I'd like to share with you. I will definitely do. Don't worry about that. Thank you. I will get back to you after the show. All right. So that's the voice of Tom Gio from the United States. Let's talk to this person, and then we'll go to Esther to take few comments. Then we go home. So maybe we can squeeze in this caller. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Brother William.
Good afternoon. The superstar, Sabu Rasta.
Thank you for your fast support. Let me say good afternoon to Esther Dani, and let me also say good afternoon to God, everybody, and to the minister.
Somebody's calling on you.
For the public recognition, the voice of Sabu Rasta.
Sabu Rasta. The name is Esther. Last name is not Dakwi. It's Daku. Daku. D-A-K-U. Daku.
Okay, thank you for the correction. That's Daku.
All right.
When have you encountered anything that what I call S-T-E-R-T-E-S-T-E-B?
You only less. You're not small bold man, or you're not open spelling card in money.
But then you don't say bold from that 6,100 teacher now. What are you using the word for Samagata? I'm not Samagata, which member I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. Look, but when I let me commend you and Esther Daku this morning in studio. Look, when I was telling time with our number that this man came to rescue himself. You're forgetting, but this how will you step up? But the 2 years, 12 years. And then you say you're going to opportunity. That time of night, you take that time of night, we just take that time of night, and you go down your almost there you say, when you put your finger in the fire and the people, and your finger in the fire with fire. Not today to kill the ripping people. When the Lord say, as you will set up the Lord Constitution, when the Lord say, for the pastor and stand to individual citizens, the Lord say, under this Constitution, for the social and political well-being of Nigerian people, the Lord say that the public shall provide equal access to education opportunity.
Okay.
To the extent of available resources, to this school,
I'm telling you.
We want people suffer, we suffer. We suffer. Hey, brother, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's go to the Dr. Mansisi. I know we're gonna doctor.
Oh, okay. We have her. Hello,
Today I'll call you pro window, yeah?
You said it, Dr.
Are you pro window?
We are there.
Today I'll call you pro. I salute you today. Let me say out to my daughter, Esther Daku. So let me say this window. I don't want to sing my little short and sweet. Carry your buka dancer. There we are go. Dance of me. There we are go. Today we enjoy. Look, we don't enjoy every tea and bread in the evening. I eat salad in the evening. I eat rest in the day. We enjoy it, Papa. I don't want to singing song. You sing, Ari. You see, that I was saying those things, you and sorting us. So they have to book out the record. So they get book out the $2,000. In fact, you want to hold our own.
Hello, doctor. Oh my God, what's happening to the doctor phone? Oh my God. Hello, doctor.
You say you're going to run, move out, go to, I'm open to him, macho. So when you write today, when you write the lady place here, I'm waiting for him. So we not cry, I want to like school. We cry, yeah. The thing that brought us in this country, we are saying we're in the new day that brought the old era. We are moving to the old era, we not cry. We got for the ball. Smoke off for the ball, we smoke off for the ball. They brought it back, man. You say, oh, we got drugs, you don't just in the government. Then I stop. You move it, man. See the fucking the fight drug. Then I just found one side, they need me pass. I'm massive second. What are they that boss? They're bigger or trying in the pocket. Nobody not can step on that. I 4 people in this pocket. They won't go into our government. So we'll problem. Walk out, do your way. I don't know what to do. Criminal, thank you.
Thank you, Mansisi. So we are calling on the Minister of Information to give back the journalist his confiscated phone. You look, man, Gerald, man, why would you want to assault a journalist? Why would you want to do that? Knowing the fact that you grew up and into the media landscape. So why would you want to do that? But let me read this text from a good friend and brother, God's help. He says, hi, Wendell. Bryant is a good friend of all of us. But as it is good for any low-profile person to be in jail while exonerating himself, same should be applied to Bryant. He only did what he did when he realized that there was no way out for him. Esther and I are saying the very thing I just texted you about. If it is good for the goose, it is also good for the gander. So that's it, folks. We squeezing in one more call. We can take the comments today. We apologize to all of you. We got caught up, so we would just take one more call, go back to Aliyu, and then we close up. So we still have time. Let's squeeze in one more call. I don't know who's going to be that last caller. Then we go home. So let me take this person. Hello? Good afternoon. You are the last caller, so you have to be brief. Tell us your name and make your point. Yeah, go ahead quickly. No time. Mm.
When it comes to the Union Party, they are those people, what they are doing there, they are like, children house. Of whatever is happening to people in the community. Because you remember, the icon, the humble resolution that, people who are holding local offices and children in co-op should be taking your co-op, right?
Mm.
Remember that, right?
Mm.
And it's still co-op when they are the party, when they are objected to it, they took the whole man to court, they did all kind of way, and they were able to suspend that whole thing. Because it's too easy, but whatever is happening there is going to come out very, very, very soon.
Okay. Let's leave it there, Peter. We apologize. We had to cut you off because of time. And so, folks, we'll go to Aliyu. Aliyu, take a minute. Let's go home.
Yeah, good show. Thanks to the callers for taking the time to participate. Jerry Make Pia, you are joined with power. You need to organize yourself and give back the journalists his phone. And the Union President, we want to see your action into this matter. As I said, this is why Jeremy Piana, when they serve Liberia, they come back America, they don't work till they go back Liberia. That's the only place they can carry all this nonsense because you double dare him. He can try like foolishness in America here. God bless America. God bless Liberia. Thank you.
All folks, so that's it. The assault on the journalist must be condemned. We ask that the Press Union of Liberia make some quick intervention so that the journalist can have all of his properties that were taken away from him to be given back to him. We say a big thank you to all of you. Thanks to our sponsors, Crime Stopper Liberia, Exodus Best Price Store, and Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. My name is Wendell Nimna. Esther Daku was here, and so we'll be here, God's willing, tomorrow with another edition of the program from the Pre-News. Regular feature here on this radio every Monday straight up to Friday. So, folks, take care and do have